One of those telemarketers called me while I was recording and cancelled the video. I'm just going to show how you do a root propagation for a Drosera Regia, seeing as the whole video has now been lost because that dude called me and the video stopped recording. So you can just get some peat moss. Okay, so we first want to clog up the holes here. So I'm just going to take a little chunk, not big enough. See, the issue is that peat will fall through here. And I want something a little bit better. So I may not actually use this container. Let me go search for something that may be better. So I don't actually have any other containers. So I guess we're just gonna have to do it like this. So you're gonna need to get some peat. Fill it into a bowl like this. And get some water just to hydrate it all. And you can do this, you can use this peat for growing mosses, or you can do it for leaf cuttings for different Drosera, or even for Venus flytraps. It's a very well-known method of actually propagating different carnivorous plants, and pretty sure for other plants such as succulents, because peat is quite good at retaining water. And so you can use peat, you're going to lay a bed really and lay the root on top of it. And it's usually better to use the sphagnum moss like we just did for the little Drosera Regia over there. It would be much nicer to lay a bed of dead moss and then put live moss on top of it if you want to propagate moss, or just have the long fiber sphagnum on the bottom and lay the roots on top of that. It's much nicer using live sphagnum moss, as live sphagnum moss actually has antifungal properties and anti-algal properties, which are very beneficial to the life of the little leaf cutting that you have, and also helps to keep the humidity up much more. But regardless of that, we're going to put a little lid on top of the container anyway, just to keep the humidity up, because root cuttings and leaf cuttings need to have good high amounts of humidity to really allow them to grow. So this peat is pretty much going to become as water filled as it can. You really should rather have these peat sitting inside of water for a while before you actually decide to use it. But I was not really planning to get a root cutting, so you just lay a bed like this, tap it down a little bit so that there's good contact of the peat to the water level or water tray that will be underneath. And you very simply take your root, this is Regia root, and you can just cover it up a little bit, just like that, with the peat. You can leave some spots open if you want to, not necessary at all. Then you just find the little cover. I'm going to use cling wrap or cellophane. I don't know what the rest of the world really calls it. Cling wrap, glad wrap. Basically, that see-through stuff that you wrap over food. I'm going to use that to wrap over here to keep the humidity up, poke some holes in it so that there's airflow. And we should be able to get some little plantlets soon. but whoever buys this will actually be getting those plantlets. As I'm not sure if it was in the video that got cut off, as I'm moving to Australia, this is why I need to sell the plants. But now this person will be getting a root cutting and a little plant there, so that's a little bit of a better deal in my opinion. And then you just want to place a little container like this into a tray if it has holes at the bottom. I mean, if you are using a container that has no holes, then there's no reason to place a bowl of water at the bottom because it's not going to be absorbed. So just keep it, really you just want to keep it nice and humid and moist, not waterlogged, moist, so that the root can grow. So let's just pan back up here. So these are all the little regia that you will never be able to see now because of that flippin' guy who called. But anyway, just gonna give them a little bit of a watering as they were just repotted. All of our little regia plantlets are ready to go out to a new home now, and the root cutting as well. And in the next video I will be repotting this little bunch of Mactesium here, so watch out for this video. I should link it up here now, and make sure that you watch it because I'll be talking about the history of this plant as well and the story I have about this plant. So remember guys, if you enjoyed today's story about the regia, if you enjoyed the video, please remember to like and remember to subscribe, as every week I'll be posting a new video on the carnivorous plants that I have. So thank you guys, see you next time, bye.